Hey guys, it's time for another Gotham review. This time I'm reviewing Gotham Season 2, Episode 11, titled Worse Than a Crime. If you haven't seen that episode yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because everything I say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, right off the bat, there's a lot of dissension in the ranks in Theo's inner circle. Tabitha's mouthing off to him, Silver's trying to make up excuses to get out of the ceremony, and by the end of the episode it has come to full fruition, and Tabitha and Silver abandon Theo to not get arrested. Gordon does not arrest him. They take him out to the beach. He lets Penguin beat him with a bat before he finally executes him. So my question after this episode, and it's a question I think all of us have been asking throughout both Season 1 and the first half of Season 2, is how the heck does this version of Jim Gordon ever become commissioner? Because, I mean, for a person who was pretty straight arrow when he came into Gotham, he is pretty corrupt now. He's done favors for the Penguin, he's roughed up suspects and beat confessions out of them, and now he's executed the mayor. Yeah, the mayor was an evil bastard, but still, he executed the mayor. And I'm wondering how does that character ever become commissioner of Gotham? Maybe what he's done at the end of this episode kind of shakes him out of it. Maybe the fact that Lee is pregnant, kind of breaks him out of this. I did expect him to see, when the series first started, I expected to see him not be totally by the book, because he has to be a character who would be believable, accepting a vigilante like Batman. So, of course, he's not going to be a totally by the book character. But the fact that he has gone basically full dark side now, I don't know how he brings himself out of it to become, this beloved character that we know from the comics. And as I mentioned, Lee is pregnant, and she is completely exasperated with Jim Gordon. They're getting ready to leave Gotham, and right as he's starting up the car and he's getting ready to pull away, Harvey and Alfred show up, and they're like, look, Theo Gallivan has kidnapped Bruce. And he's like, all right, I'm in. And she just gave him this kind of look. She didn't really say anything. She told him to go. But the look on her face was, ugh. She looked really just exasperated and frustrated. And in order to save Bruce, Jim Gordon forms like this coalition with Alfred and Harvey and Penguin and a bunch of Penguin's goons, and they go and they take down the entire Dumas clan. All the monks and everything, they go in there and they clean house, and it was awesome. But I think my favorite part of this episode was actually Bruce Wayne, and that's not something I say a whole lot about Gotham. Bruce Wayne is not one of my favorite characters generally, but his story in this was really, really interesting. When he got captured by Theo, at the beginning of the episode, after Silver had tried to manipulate her way out of going to this execution ceremony, Theo, in order for her to get back in his good graces, he says she has to convince Bruce to fall back in love with her and have him kiss her before his execution. And at first it seemed like he might have been onto her, but maybe not. But no, by the end of this little mini story within the episode, he's like, look, I know you're playing me, but it's okay, I understand. And it makes her break down. She genuinely does have feelings for Bruce. And he does feel some kind of compassion for her, because even though he has no emotional attachment to her, really, he's not in love with her, and he even says, I have no feelings on you one way or the other, he does, play along so that Theo is convinced that Silver completed her mission. So he does kind of bail her out, which is a very Bruce Wayne Batman thing to do. And it's really interesting to see Bruce Wayne's development across this season specifically, because last season I really didn't care for Bruce at all. He was one of my least favorite parts of the show. This season he's one of my favorite parts, although he's very rarely my absolute favorite. In this episode he was. And the ultimate fanboy moment at the end of the episode, they teased Mr. Freeze, so that's going to be really cool, and hopefully we'll get some more of him in the second half of the season, which is coming next year. Okay, that's going to be it for this review. If I missed anything, if there's something you think I should have talked about that I didn't, or if I got anything wrong, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, and I certainly hope you did, be sure to let me know by clicking that like button and subscribe for more reviews. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.